You must have.
Look, before you start, I'll probably put the game in context. Really proud of our players' efforts today to come over to Subiaco interstate, and with an aim to improve. I thought, that's been our whole theme, that we need to improve our football. We certainly took a step forward last week, but I did mention at the time, it was more the last quarter that it was more the model that we wanted to play, and that the best teams in the competition are playing ahead of us. So I just felt we built a little bit on that today. It was far from perfect. Obviously the first half was a lot better than the second, even though we really fought on with effort. So, in my view, it's another step forward another small step along the path of improvement, and we've still got plenty of improvement. Obviously we play the reigning premier and the most dominant team in the competition next week, which is Collingwood, and clearly it will give us another measure. But in the process I've just spoken about of improvement, Winmar's been a part of that, to play again, and Tom Lynch and Sipos. So, two first-year players, which is to come here and be a part of that win will really fuel their belief and their development. And Tom Lynch to play his second game that we've invested 3 years in, showed some really good signs as well. So, and within that, I thought, Jack Stevens, who, we've thought would be coming on, really delivered today, and McAvoy in the ruck. So it was a win full of merit, but delivered with some youth, some enthusiasm and great leadership from our experienced core, and we walk away knowing we've improved a little bit, but we've got a long way to go. So that's where I sit.
Can I ask you about this? In the rooms afterwards, the players' emotions with two senior players copping what looked to be really serious injuries, coupled with the win. What was the feeling?
Well, we're not sure how serious they are. You've just had the report on. All we're talking about is a concussion, and certainly we're proud of our ability to sort of not give up and persist and persevere and give yourself an opportunity to win. But, it's a hard business, AFL football, and we understand there's going to be injuries and collisions. It's a collision sport, and, it just, unfortunately, it happens. You get a good run and you get a bad run, and at the minute, we're not having a great run.
You must feel like you can't take a trick, though. You had a great win today and 4 injuries to come out, but probably at least a couple of guys sideline.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but it's the old. You just play and talk about the ones you can pick and play, and we'll just keep exposing our list, and we're doing that. There's certainly no grand statements, but certainly that's occurring, and we just want to keep evolving and trying to improve. And again, for Goddard to go down, I thought he was probably our best player when he went down, and it gave an opportunity for people to grow, and I thought they did that, and obviously in Dean Polo, second game for the club, I thought he was a strong contributor through the midfield. So out of some of that, collateral damage, there's some, there's some hope for all of us.
Was there concern when Goddard went down as early as he did, and with the hot weather, that they might have a critical rotation advantage over him?
Yeah, I think that's really obvious that would be on the table, and obviously we subbed in Winmar, but we'd built a lead and we'd expended a lot of energy, but it gave us really strong breathing. So to come from behind was incredibly tough conditions today, 24. So our recovery and protocols and adherence to those are going to have to be spot on. Yeah, it was a concern, and that's what probably makes the win a little bit more gratifying, that it was done against the odds.
Considering all those odds, do you consider it maybe one of the bravest wins during your time in the club?
Oh, not particularly. We've had a lot of good wins in the past. And look, if you really want to boil it down, and I've spoken about what I believe occurred for us as a team, that we improved and we took a small step forward. The real reality is we get 4 points and we move on, and the harsh reality is we're going to play the best team in the competition, as it's them in Geelong as it sits at the minute. So that's the harsh reality. You don't get to savour it for too long, and pretty much from now, to your point, we need to assess the damage and plan and prepare. We'll review really quickly and move on, and we want to keep. We're a serious football club, and serious football clubs are about improvement, and on and off the field, and that's what we're about.
Ross, prior to these past 2 wins, it could be said that the next match against Collingwood probably lost a bit of its fire. How do you think the past 2 weeks has affected the stature of next week's game?
A stature is built by outside influences. I said in my press conference last week, I haven't met or been involved in an easy or hard game. Each game's a massive challenge regardless. We prepare consistently for every opponent. We don't differentiate. It's the same, So whatever weighting other people want to put on different games of AFL football, obviously, it's pretty hard to build up sort of second versus 14th at the minute, to be honest. But if people choose to do that, they're entitled to do that. But all I know is we prepare the same, and certainly, probably just really simply, it hasn't got the gloss that it may have had if we were sitting in the top 4. So I think that's a fair assessment. But I think you're going to struggle to build it up from here.
So you think the way that you're playing now, that you'll be more competitive than previously in the season?
I think by improving, we're going to be more competitive than we've been. So how much? I can't measure that as we sit here. It was enough today against Fremantle, but what we know is past results are irrelevant to future. So in the short term, what we did today counts for absolutely nothing except you get confidence from actions. And today we delivered good actions and we'll take some confidence out of that. But then we've got to deliver them on the track again and then concentrate in the meetings. And then when the ball's bounced, aim to deliver those same actions again. But there's no guarantees, we know that. But preparation will give us our best chance.
You got enormous scoreboard contributions early from your field. Was that part of the planning for the game, or did it just fall that way for you? It was almost like Reebok was reasonably well held. Mill didn't get away much from Grover, and you got goals from Peake. Goals later on from Schneider as well.
I think it was reflective of the style of football, and I think when you look at the best teams, there's a big spread of football, and pressure and turnovers cause multiple goal scorers. I think when you're not pressuring and you're counter-attacking from the D50, well, then you've got to go through your main avenues like a Milne and a Revolt. So the way we play to become more irrelevant.
Was that pressure your most pleasing aspect of today, or was it maybe your transition from defence to attack, which also seemed pretty good?
Oh, look, I thought there was a lot of elements. A contested ball was a lot stronger than it's been. We ended up in the positive, which has been a real weakness. Our forward 50 tackling, particularly first half, was a lot better. And I thought our transition with the ball and our decision-making, we've worked really hard on the track, and we've certainly been playing a more up-tempo brand and hitting the scoreboard more. And, look, Fremantle are a quality outfit. Certainly they've got some challenges and with injury and some key players out. I think we all recognise that. But still, they're an AFL team and you still had to execute in the manner we did, and that was really positive.
Do you think the team is back to the level of what we've seen in the previous 2 years?
Oh, look, I feel like I've already answered that. I've really spoken about how we've taken small steps forward to improve, the simple focuses we have, and I don't think it's anything about that. The past is irrelevant and it's about next week. Thank you.